back to anger. Like, I mean, I'm already in handcuffs. He's not finna let me go. He's talking about I was drinking and driving. That's how I hit her. Okay, whatever. And once I realized that again, I went straight back to anger. So let me tell y'all this. I did not blow. He presented me the blower, and I was like, I'm not blowing. Like, I'm not blowing. I'm not drunk. I'm standing here and I'm talking to you. Normally, I'm not blowing. So that was another thing. Like, me not blowing, me reciting him the law that I know, like, after answering your questions, like, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't have to talk to you. Okay? Like, call your supervisor. Like, all of these things, like, they don't like someone who knows better. So, what I did learn in that class was that you don't have to blow. You can refuse that. What they didn't teach me was that when you do refuse, and this is how it all played out in the end, when you refuse, everything is revoked. And I think it even says it on the back of your license. So check. So yeah, did not blow, did not want to blow, did not feel like blowing. I'm like, I just thought I thought it was my right. But every law has another law to still get you, land you in trouble. So takes me to jail. Guys, I spent the weekend in jail. I spent the weekend in jail. So basically at the accident, the car is pretty much totaled. So yeah, once in the car, I'm like sitting there and I'm pissed. Like, I even cried at one point. Like, I'm pissed. So yeah, my emotions was up and down because I'm like, I can't believe that this is happening again. And I already knew, number two, you out of it. Like, you out of it. You got a second DUI. That's it for you. Like, everything could be taken from me. So I look down and I see nothing but beer cans. I'm like, what the is going on here? I'm in the trooper's truck. The trooper's truck, y'all. I'm in the trooper's truck. I see nothing but beer cans. So when he get in there, I'm like cursing him out. Like, you got all these beer cans. You out here lying on people, or either that or you're drinking this. So you drunk. Ciao. So hauls me to the precinct. I go to the precinct and the jail story. The quick little jail story for prissy old me. Okay? Because that's how them effed up human beings in there treated me. So, go through booking and all of that. And the county is much faster. Yes, it is much faster. I will say that. Y'all, I'm standing there looking like Beyonce's reject niece. Add the picture here. I'm going to show you the picture of how I look. Yes. So that's me in jail, smelling like Versace, because that's what I had on, and it was drenched on me. So I'm like, how could you even really smell the alcohol? Like, when my perfume was like really, really, really strong. Like, because when I got my clothes back leaving, my clothes really still smelled like Versace. I was just like, ooh. And I walked out like, at least I'm staying. Because after y'all hear this story, y'all gonna be like, you didn't what? Yes. So after booking, I was pretty much by myself up until they took me upstairs. So you get one phone call, and I don't think I called anybody. Like, I was still so angry. Like, and the realization was just like, y'all, I don't think I used that phone call. Or I think I did. I don't know. I think I did. I think I called my grandfather. Oh my gosh. I called my grandfather at one point. I don't remember if it was downstairs or upstairs, because they had me doing a lot, because of course I refused the TB test at one point, and then they like had to talk to me. They like, you really want to be in confinement? And I'm like, and I thought about it like, no, I'd rather be in population. I swear to goodness, next time I'm sitting in a room by myself, like, I don't care. It doesn't scare me. Malcolm X, I love you. So, y'all. All right, go upstairs. I'm with the girls and stuff. It's all type of women in there, and you learn a lot about people. You learn a lot about humans. Okay, so we're in the chow house upstairs. Okay, because if you don't like call a lawyer or anything like within the moment you're there, it's like 3 in the morning. Like, who am I finna call? Like, I had to go upstairs in order to get the books and stuff. Now ask me how I know that, y'all. So upstairs, I'm coming in there. It was like one girl that was nice to me. She was a biracial girl. And what I learned was they were being mean to her too at first. So me and her took to each other. We would share. I couldn't eat none of the food because I was vegan. And then one of the CEOs was like, "Why you didn't say you was vegan? Because we got vegan food." And y'all know what they brought me? The y'all know what they brought me? They brought me cafeteria vegetables. I was just giving my meat away. So like people were like, "Oh, she giving her meat away." Yeah. Y'all. I was in there for an entire weekend. Okay. I believe it started on, I think it was Friday, I think 13th in October. Something like that. So first night, go to the shower. And the shower in this place, I'm just going to say this. As a woman, as a human, as somebody who's decent, as a freaking Virgo, because you guys, if you don't know, some of us are neat freaks and super duper clean and have OCD. All right. I looked at that bathroom and walked out. I walked out, like the shower, because in the cell, it was me, it was the girl, the biracial girl, and it was one Caucasian woman. I don't like to say white because sometimes they get offended. In the cell, it was a toilet. So in the cell, it was me, a white girl, and the biracial girl. So yeah, and we had like a toilet, and they had the bunks, and I was on the floor because apparently they are overpopulated in this place. So I'm on the floor. They give you the cot. You gotta drag your cot into the cell, and you gotta place the little dusty old dirty blanket. Them blankets do be warm though. Okay. On there, and I think you get a pillow. No, you don't even get a pillow. Yeah, I had to fold up my clothes to make it a pillow, like the extra stuff they give you. Like, I was laying on toilet paper at one point. Like, it was horrible, a horrible experience, guys. Like, so yeah, I go in the shower and I'm looking and I'm like, y'all want me to do what in there? I will not touch this body until I get home. And that's what I told myself. And myself said, okay. And we said, okay. We feeling each other. Me and my soul was on one path, honey. We were not. I mean, it was disgusting. It was so disgusting. Me as a person, and if you know me, you know how I live outside of my car. You know how I am. All right? Like, I plays no games with filth and dirt. Like, I might be a messy when you change your clothes and stuff, but my bathroom, I would lick 10 dirty people's floor before I washed up in that shower. That's how disgusting it was. I was like, how as women, I don't care what your situation is. I don't care if you don't like being here. How can somebody tell me that been in a joint? How? Because it makes my stomach hurt even thinking about it. So yeah, I was just like, I don't want no parts of that. I don't want no parts of that. And guess what? The biracial girl wasn't doing it either. I was like, wow. At least I made it alone. We were butt buddies. But this girl was like, she was in it. Like, she was young. She was on drugs. Like, that really broke my heart. Like, come on. You throwing your life away, girl. You're really throwing your life away. She gave me her number and everything. Like, oh, when you get out, can you call my family and this and that and stuff. But she went for bail review before me. So when she came back, she was she was down. She was down. She's down for like 6 months. So now she should be out because that was October 2018. Yeah, she should be out. I mean, I really don't know. Hopefully she's doing well in life because I inspired her a little bit, and that's one thing I've always learned. Leave people better than you came with them, no matter, even if they're doing good. Like, even if they're doing good. Like, if I ever meet Beyonce, I'd be like, oh, you're beautiful. You know, always leave people better than you found them. So I was like big sis to her, and we connected, and she just expressed to me like how she wasn't, like, they was picking on her because of her underarms. Like, her underarms were stinking. Like, and when she walked past me the couple times she did, I was like, okay, so her underarms, y'all, I know this is TMI, but this is just, I didn't belong there. You know, I didn't belong there, and it was another girl that didn't belong there. Like, we both were clearly out of place according to the collective that was in there. Okay, so y'all, it was two people in that cell with funky underarms. The white girl was just like, she's like, I don't want to be in there. It's stinking in. Like, because I wasn't getting a shower, and I already said it. I was like, thug down, honey, because I'm not doing nothing. And the soap, that's another thing. I'm so pure. I'm not using no soap outside of what I use. But I did, y'all. Outside of them knowing, when they would all leave the cell, I would go and I would just keep taking the water and washing my arms. Like, I was in there for 3 days, I think. 2 days, 3 nights, something like that. Because I got out on a Monday morning. Actually, I got out Monday night. It was on a Monday night. So I think I was in there from Saturday. I was in there all of Sunday and all of Saturday. That's all I know. And I got out Monday night. So I was pretty much in there all of Monday too, because it took forever for them to release me. And I'm not ashamed of that, because you got to figure this. Like, you can get so many infections by using something outside of what you knew. I knew I wasn't going to be in there that for long. Like, I knew I wasn't. So I'm just like, when you're in jail for the weekend, things are closed. So you have to wait. Like, everybody knows this, who's ever been, or if you don't know now, you know. If you're in there over the weekend, everything is going to be slow paced. If it was like, if I was in there on like a Monday, I would have got out on that Tuesday, period, because I got bail money. I always have my bail money, because you never know what happens. And I learned that from all of this. Always have bail money. Always have bail money. Do not play when it comes to bail money. So yeah, anyway, yeah, I did take water, and I was like that, but that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough. So you got two people in there that smell like, god dang, on undone arms. All right, smell like undone arms. So they were bullying her, y'all, at first. Then they started bullying me. They was like, oh, you're not gonna wash up? I'm like, no. And who gonna do something about it? They'll walk away. But y'all know what the kicker was? It was a lesbian in there. It was an LGBTQ member in the job. And she was like this thick chick, you know, that looked like she'd knock you down, pow, pow. She kept flirting with me. And I'm like, I really want to go home. I just really wanted to go home. She kept coming back. And then she had the nerve to be like, you not my type. You too dark. And I'm like, you don't give a damn. Because you is not right. Okay? Like, girl, would you leave me alone? Why you even talking to me? I just didn't get it. Like, at that point in life, I'm just like, at this point, I still don't get it. Like, why are you talking to me? Like, obviously you like chocolate or whatever and funky underarms, because baby, like, that was another reason. Now, I'm gonna let y'all in on the tea. That was another reason why I purposely did not want to touch my body cleaning wise, because I knew it would have been somebody's daughter in there on some creepy ish. Okay, I thought it was gonna keep them away, but I was dead wrong. I thought it was gonna keep her away. I was dead wrong. She kept coming back, even if she said that, yeah, I usually like light-skinned girls. And I'm just like, I don't even think they want you. Like, what? Girl, get away. Like, I'm like, why don't you wear heels? Like, I'm petty like that. Like, you're not an ugly girl. Like, what is wrong with you? So, yeah, that happened. I was just, like, scared to death, because I'm not nobody's biatch. We've been fighting down. I done plucked them nails off. Then y'all, another girl had the nerve to say that I was too prissy. I was just like, she was like, I don't like prissy girls. She too prissy. Da 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 da. And then like everybody else had like another. It was this one lady in there, y'all. She was so funny. Oh my gosh. She was like old with no teeth, and like she obviously does a lot of drugs. Y'all, every person that walked in there, everybody would be like, oh, what did you do, da 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 da. They already knew my story. They already knew my story. So like people who would come in like on a Sunday or a Saturday, and then like one girl, the girl who I got released with, the other girl who they were like, everybody was like, them two don't belong here. And I think this lady was so funny. Like she was like the light of my stay. She'd be like, every time, like when the girl walked past her, she was like, what are you in here for? And the girl just kept going straight to herself. And she was like, don't ever get mad at me. I ain't the one that got locked up. Every time she said that, I died because she had a valid point. But it's just like the audacity of people. Like, but my mom, she's like more harder on me than my dad. He's like way more softer. So I call him. Of course I called him. I called my grandfather, and y'all, at that point, my grandfather, like I hate to bring this up, but he fell down. So he couldn't even answer the phone. Like that pisses me off, like even to this day. I know he's gone, but he fell down, and I'm just like, wow. And he was just trying to get to the phone because he heard my voice on his voicemail. So yeah, I called my mom, and she's like, call your father. Da, 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 da. But I'm like, I'm calling you to let you know where to go and get the money. They let me out on my own recon. I was like, me? Me? Y'all letting me out on my own recon? Child, I started crying. So y'all, that was my story time. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. If I did, I'm going to put it on the screen because I don't know. Some things you just try to forget out of your memory and just live life the best you can. But overall, right now, I'm happy. Like the interlock is almost off my car next month. I'm still on probation, so I can't, like, I don't do anything. Like, if you do something to me, I'm just going to call my lawyer. Like, I don't have time for anything. Yeah, so that was my story time. If you learned anything from it, what to do, what not to do, let me be the subject dummy. Okay? Like, do not, I can't even honestly say don't do anything that I didn't do because, well, don't go breaking people's lights, and be more polite when you tell the police that you don't have to talk to them for them to call their boss. But because he didn't pull me over at that time, and yes, you do not have to consent to blowing if the officer tells you, or a sobriety, that that word, test walk, where they have you walk. You don't have to consent to that either. You don't. But when you refuse to, they're going to take you to jail. That's just what they're going to do. And they're going to take your license, and you have to go and get another license like I did. And you're going to have to get interlock J on your license, and you're going to have to get another J on your license. Like my license have 2 J's. And yeah, so just keep that in mind. So you can refuse. And a lawyer will tell you this, some of them, but some of them will advise you not to. But I got that information from the classes that I learned. If you get a first one, they're going to send you to some classes. If you get a second one, they either keep you in jail or send you to counseling. I enjoyed counseling. Counseling was actually quite good. I learned a little bit about myself. So with that being said, guys, if anything I forgot, I'm going to just go ahead and plaster it on the screen. If anything I didn't fill in, or if anything I missed, I'm going to go ahead and put it on the screen. Y'all let me know in the comments if y'all ready for the next story time, and I will catch you in my next video.